Hello and welcome to a new episode of Bahrain Now, your insight to local initiatives, events, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Bara Abdallah, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around the kingdom. So don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the Youth City 2030 is one of the leading youth initiatives in the Kingdom of Bahrain and offers a wide variety of training opportunities for the age group from 9 years old all the way to 35. The city includes 5 different training centers, which includes entrepreneurship, leadership, innovations, arts, creativity, and sports. And in this segment, we will be focusing on the first 3. So joining me here are the Supervisor of the Leadership Center, Badur Alawi, Supervisor of the Innovation Center, we have here Kauthar Al-Awami, and Supervisor of the Artist District, Ahmed Al-Asad. Well, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Amazing, amazing. So, a lot's been going on in the Youth City. People are just loving it. We just had talks with volunteers, and they're just like, that's it. It's part of their lives right now. It's like a blocking, I would say, like a building block for their lives. But it's all because people like you as well taking place at the Youth City itself. So starting with you, Badur, what's happening there at your center with training?
The Leadership Center in Youth City offers a variety of programs, starting with kids programs such as Lama and Ithra Junior, that focus on, it's a comprehensive programs that focus on how to enhance the personal and technical traits of the kids.
Right.
And we have adults programs such as Hypo and How to Make an Impact, which focus on certain skills such as strategic planning, problem solving, and time management.
Wow.
All of these programs aim to self-develop the participants, how to obtain new skills, how to obtain new knowledge, and they are also in collaboration with different public and private sectors in the Kingdom of Bahrain, such as BIPA, Injaz, Bahrain Ports, and the Mubarak Khalifiya Foundation.
Wow, there is a lot going on. I mean, it's what I love about Bahrain right now. It's pretty much we're heading into the all SDG movement, right? And all that sustainable development goals and all kind of stuff. And you're just pretty much giving us another wave of young people all ready to take over the world through Bahraini eyes. Thank you so much for that. You always come here and you just impress me with what's going on. It's like I am left behind. I'm too old. It's okay. I'll catch up.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. Oh, wow. It's all good. It's all good. So now to you, Kauthar. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Amazing, amazing. So Innovation Center, what's happening there?
Okay, an Innovation Center as part of Youth City 2030 offers a variety of programs that are designed in order to enhance the creativity and innovation in participants in different fields, such as the coding, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and creative industries.
Amazing.
Each sector has at least 2 programs in order for students to participate in, all of that taking place in a very friendly environment.
I love that. To be honest, when I heard the word innovation, like I swear to God, it's just amazing because what happens, like I thought like more like strategic thinking, but then you said artificial intelligence, coding. We're talking about the future right here, cybersecurity, right? Bahrain right now, as I know, is they're building like pretty much a little, I wouldn't say an army, but pretty much people are well equipped with cybersecurity. It's a big thing right now. Artificial intelligence is a huge thing. We're talking about the superpowers of the world right now. They're all speeding up and they're all racing to see who has the best AI in the world. So it's the next superpower. So what you're doing here is phenomenal. Thank you so much. And all of that in a friendly environment. I don't know how you do that because all these topics are so serious. And you're putting it in a friendly environment, and like that is on its own, it's just phenomenal. So thank you so much for that. So from innovation to the art district over there. So what's happening there, sir?
In the art district, we have a variety of programs and cooking. We have cooking programs, and we have also programs in fine art. In the cooking programs, we are providing a baking studio, which is a course that learn the student how to bake and how to make desserts.
Nice.
On the other hand, we have the fine dining course.
Okay.
The fine dining course is sponsored by Al Asra Supermarket, where they
Nice.
provide all the food supply
For
for
the
us.
ingredients and all of
Yes.
that. Did they have steak?
Of course, yeah.
There you
Good
go.
quality.
There you go.
Okay, and fine dining course, they will learn how to present food. Also, they will learn how to make different cuisines from different parts of the world.
Mm.
And their final project will be a gala dinner.
Nice, nice. That's
We could drop you an invitation.
please. How could you not? For me and everybody behind the scenes as well. I'm
Of
sure
course.
because they're listening right now. They want to have their their invitations to gala dinner. Okay, that's great.
And as for the art program, we have variety of programs such as Introduction to NFT, Jewelry Designing course
Wow.
by Al-Kuhaji Jewelry, where all participants will design, each participant will design a piece, and
Nice.
that piece, the winning piece actually,
Okay.
will be a part of Al-Kuhaji collection
Come
all over GCC.
Really? That is beautiful. No, as if the food part was not cool enough. You have a gala dinner, waiting for the invitation, by the way.
Of course.
And now you're telling me they are introduced to NFTs plus jewelry design and all of that. That is so much fun. So much potential going on over there, honestly. Well, thank you so much for making that happen. Everything sounds so superior, so phenomenal. Like, it's definitely like the whole thing with U City right now, they upped their game so far. It's just amazing. But now back to training, right? And what's happening over there. So now, as participants have been taking place with this center and you see what's happening, how do you see them taking advantage of your center right now and what's taking place?
Well, programs are being conducted in a practical way, so participants get to experience new skills constantly. They get to work in teams and come up with the new and creative ideas on daily basis. All of their efforts will be shown and displayed in the last week of Youth City, where they will be presenting what they have been doing for the past few weeks in mini exhibitions and in presentations.
Wow.
They'll get to present on a stage in front of a big crowd of people, which
Okay.
to some of them is a life-changing experience, actually.
I'm sure.
So
of it.
they're very excited actually to be part of the last week where they get to show their parents and their families and their friends what Youth City is all about.
Wow, that's a lot going on there. There is a lot going on there. I'm sure you're super excited, right? All of you, it's like you're taking care of these programs and centers, and it's like it's a full-time job. I'm sure of it. Like, it's a lot going on. So as with the training, going back to innovation, you just mentioned a lot of sectors and fields. So how do you manage all of that? What's happening over there with all the sectors and fields at the Innovation Center?
Okay, we have decided to choose the sectors that are most relevant to the technology life we're living these days,
Right.
and the sectors that attracts the interest or reflects the interest of young people.
Right.
We have a great example of the creative industry programs, sector. We have
Right.
a program that is called Tiny House.
Okay.
It's a program where actually it's our best program. It
Really?
got the biggest number of participants.
Nice.
And it's the idea of it is for the participants to design and build a house
Nice.
in a form of a small truck.
Okay.
Okay, and the aim of it is to teach young people how to think of
Like a creative way of just
yeah,
how to
exactly,
put the house together. Wow.
exactly, to think for potential challenges that they might face in the future, alongside with teaching them the necessary skills in life, such as communication, teamwork, and time management.
All that is happening at the Youth City? Seriously?
Yeah.
All of that? I mean, as if AI was not enough. Coding was not enough. But now you have to tell them you want to build a tiny smart house for the future. Like, I can only imagine as a participant, I can go there and I receive all of that. But being the coach, being the person in, like, taking care of that center, that's a lot of work.
Yes.
And you have to understand all of those areas?
Kind of, yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, hats off to you. I would clap right now for you. This is a lot. What you guys are doing is a phenomenal thing. I'm not jealous. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not jealous that you're dealing with all of that. These are the things that I read about every day, pretty much see what we can get into, but you're putting your hands into it. So again, I would say this is amazing. Bahrain's proud of you. I'm sure of it, 100%. All the youth right now, they leave the Youth City, they're different people. I'm listening right now and getting goosebumps just knowing what's happening over there. I just have to visit in Tiny House.
Yes.
Are they for sale?
Not really.
Not really, because one can turn into an NFT maybe. So now to the art district, a lot is happening over there, from jewelry, NFT, food, and all of that. How do you manage all of this? What's the steps? I mean, how do people feel about your district over there?
We have an open call to every program that we have, and we've received many
Participants,
many participants, and all classes are full actually.
Wow.
We have 25 seats for the maximum capacity of each class is 25.
Okay.
And some of them, such as the jeweler, we limit it for 15 participants, but all of them are full actually.
Amazing.
Within 1 hour from opening the registration.
No way.
Yeah, I know, it's mind blowing to try to have all these youth here in your city.
Right, and again, I'm like, even as Kauthar just mentioned, the interests, but still seeing that their youth are so into jewelry designs, like, they see the potential behind it and what happens, and the winning person can actually have his design being displayed around the GCC. That is crazy. That is amazing. So, like, my question to you right now is like, how do you feel doing all of that at the center, managing all of that? Like, do you feel stressed a bit? Do you feel excited? A bit of both? Do you have sleepless nights?
Well, and I have a good night's sleep.
Okay.
I'm very excited. For me, like Youth City,
amazing. I mean,
it's my favorite month.
I can tell from the way you're talking right now. It's like there's so much going on, and like, can even lose your expressions over it. I can totally understand that. It's amazing. Well, Ahmed, thank you so much for doing what you're doing. And now heading to Budur. Wow. Well, so it's just the things you've been doing is your second visit over here. And every time you pass by, you just give me even more and more of things happening. So what's the reception so far? Where are we right now with the training center?
We're in the final stages of the programs. We're trying to finalize all the teaching material that we have for the students, and all of them started working on their final projects that they will display on the last week. We've seen that the students are very excited and they are passionate about what they have been doing throughout the last few months. Also, the trainers are. They have become our friends. They've been they're talking to us on daily basis.
Right.
We're trying to get the outcomes of Youth City as best as possible.
Okay.
We're trying to show Bahrain and the GCC and the world that the Bahraini youth are capable of doing so many things, and they have the opportunity actually to do more than expected.
Wow, wow. Of course. I mean, for that last 10 minutes right now, what I've been hearing, this is something out of this world. Like, never have I thought I'll be seeing all of that in one place. Like, we've been seeing a lot of conferences around the world, even in the GCC. But to see, hearing NFT and jewelry with fine dining alongside with innovation. But what kind of innovation we're talking about? We're talking about AI, we're talking about coding, we're talking about pretty much building the next metaverse, maybe even through all of that. You're gonna have people building smart contracts on different blockchains because of your innovation center. So thank you so much for doing that. And then with the training and what you've been doing, pretty much building the youth to go on stage and giving the strategies and just building character with all of that. You are literally building in a generation here. So
we're lucky.
Definitely, Bahrain is lucky to have you, all of you. Thank you so much. If you have any last words you want to say pretty much to the viewers of Bahrain, starting with you, Budur, anything at all.
Well, I'd just like to thank you for having us today, and for you to be interested in Youth City and the Ministry of Youth and Sport Affairs.
Definitely, definitely. This has been a great honor. Ahmed?
The ministry plans to follow up with the participants after the programs, and I mean the special participants, the 1%.
Okay.
So we'll follow up with them, and we will have more opportunities for them over the year.
Amazing, amazing.
So Youth City is not only for 1 month. It's a concept to have for all over the year.
Wow. I won't be surprised if Youth City will be a different entity on its own at one place, with its own management, own everything, because not only is just a place that happens once a year, but apparently there's so much work on that. It's building an entire generation. Hearing all of that happening, and this is only one of the few things that's taken place. You can only imagine what's happening even on the other side of things when it comes to the city. Mm-hmm. I can see big things happening with Youth City, definitely. And now, Kauthar, last words.
I guess we said a lot now.
Yeah.
It's time for you to visit us and see what's going on.
Definitely, definitely. I know you guys did say a lot, and I'm like, oh, wow, all that's happening. I got overwhelmed with excitement. I think we just have to see, definitely. Well, Kawthar, Ahmed, Badur, thank you so much for joining us here on Bahrain Now and just getting us overwhelmingly excited even more and more about the Youth City. And we can't wait to even go and visit. And we can't even imagine what's going to happen next year. So
it's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Okay, teaser much? Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an honor, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, these were the few things taking place at the Youth City. You can only imagine what even is taking place with other committees, other sectors, all there taking place. Ladies and gentlemen, all that here on Bahrain Now with an interview with the members of Youth City 2030. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We continue our talk about the amazing training opportunities that the Youth City 2030 offers. And we are here joined by the supervisor of the Creative Studios, Suzanne Behzat, and the supervisor of the Sports Academy, Mohammed Yassin. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Amazing. First of all, thank you so much for the hard work. I know it's like, a lot of days, you go there, make sure everything works out day in, day out. So thank you so much. Bahrain is proud of you for what you're doing right now. Definitely. I can only imagine even though it's fun, but there are some challenges that you have to take care of and all of that. So again, we sincerely want to express our gratitude to you and everything you've been doing. So now let's jump to the questions, if you don't mind. Suzanne, tell us more about the creative studios taking place over there.
This year we are trying to offer new types of programs. As you know, the new media is evolving.
Right.
So our duty is to highlight on what the youth need and what they are interested in more. So studios have new types of programs. We are offering the photography sessions. Every week we have a new type of photography, like the food photography, street photography, fashion and beauty, videos, portraits, and every type of the photography have its own trainer.
Right.
So, and also we have other types like music programs. We have a cappella sessions, and also we have the podcast hub, short films, cinematic makeup, voiceover, and a lot of programs.
That's a lot. Honestly, so you're saying we're talking about music production, which a cappella, right?
Yes.
I would love to be part of those sessions, like just do a cappella. We are an instrument, we do that. Voiceovers, I can tell. Hussein Amiri, pretty much. I can definitely tell he's awesome. He taught me some voice acting as well, myself. So TV commercials,
yes,
that's crazy. Cinematics, short films, wow. All that in one center, in one studio.
Yes, exactly. And also we have final projects for the short films. We will have 3 final projects, 3 short films at the end of the Youth City.
Crazy, crazy. And, it's like, as Bahrain is growing, we actually hosted here several movie producers and directors, whether it's Ali Fingers or Fakhro, Mohammed Movie Convo, the reviewer and critique. And as we can see right now, we have a generation that pretty much took place, and they paved the way, and now they're just trying to big up with their projects, and seeing what's happening right now in the Youth City is bringing another generation that will complement the old generation when it comes to movie production or voiceover acting, even TV commercials, fashion, and all of that. That's amazing. That's amazing. And creativity right now is a big, big thing in this coming world, as it's not only just something to complement the world, it's a necessity. So kudos to what you've been doing, really, honestly. It's just amazing to hear that you guys are doing all of that in one center.
Yes.
I can only imagine, what you have to juggle with every day. Well, thank you so much. As from creativity to Sports Academy, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Amazing. You look fit, definitely.
Thank you.
You're fit enough to be definitely the guy behind the Sports Academy. So what's happening over there?
So the purpose of the Sports Academy is to encourage people to lead healthier lifestyles. So in the morning we have the youngsters
Okay.
those aged 14 and younger.
Okay.
They come in and they participate in a variety of sports, including soccer, tennis, basketball,
Okay.
MMA.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the evening, on the other hand, we have those aged 15 to 35,
Okay.
and they participate in different sports like cycling, boot camp activities.
Really?
Yeah, and we have some programs for them also for the evening session,
Okay.
like TRX, which stands for Total Resistance Exercises.
No way.
Yeah, we have a lecture on sport injuries,
Okay.
and we have a program called Beach Culture.
You're a university. Definitely. Like, this is a university, an academy right now. You go in, I'm sure people leave with a bachelor's degree at this point. All that's happening at the academy.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. No wonder it's popular. You know, you get TRX.
Yeah.
I tried one session. Yeah, I couldn't walk the second day. it was like, well, you're kind of rusty. I'm like, yeah, but TRX, I mean, at least I start walking first and then go with the resistance.
Yeah, I mean, TRX is, it's advanced for sure. It's an advanced program.
Wow.
So we're enjoying it, and the participants are enjoying it.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, I'm sure you're having a lot of fun. Everybody's having a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
definitely.
And it's so creative to see, like, you're involving all of that together, from MMA to cycling and all of that. And it's just TRX
Yeah.
and circuit training, all of that taking place at one circuit or one academy. So it's a lot of varieties, like you said. How do you manage all of this? I can only imagine.
We have 3 supervisors, and they have, different backgrounds. And we hired a number of coaches who have experience in, all these sports.
Right.
So we're doing really well, and I think that those participants are, having, the time of their lives.
I'm sure they're having a blast at this point,
Yeah.
in a very healthy way. So awesome stuff, man, awesome stuff. Now, from activity back to creativity. Now, let's say you have a lot of participants, and it goes without saying, 100%, you'll have people coming in with their own ideas, saying that, I have this idea, because that's pretty much the place they can feel that they can be themselves and do and work on their creative sides. So what can the studio do to support ideas over there?
Already Youth City are invested the ideas, and each program have the outcomes, which is the final projects.
Right.
So anyone who has his own idea, just come to Youth City, because you have the idea and we will make for you the final project, and we will help you in all the steps.
Imagine once they're done with the final project and the short film is out there, and maybe right now somebody's listening, to our interview, an investor, and wants to invest in that short film to make it a feature film. From Youth City all the way to Amazon or Netflix or even to the big screens. How crazy would that be, right? I mean, that's why it's amazing. Like, as we just mentioned earlier, we had the directors over here and producers who paved the way for the generation that went, and now you are paving the way for the new generation to come in. So thank you so much, Suzanne, for actually you and the team putting all that together for short films, voice actors, TV commercial directors, and more, and fashion as well.
Exactly.
What did you not do?
All the trainers, the participants, all of them are special, really. In this year, I saw many of creative talents.
Wow.
Many of them are. We invite them in Youth
Amazing.
City every year.
Amazing. I mean, just some of the few names that I just heard from you as well in the Youth City, it's like these are specialists. They are known in the industry, like in the commercial world and all that. There are well-known people, and they have been brought to the Youth City. I can tell right now, you guys have been listening well, and you engineered your content. So thank you so much for doing that. Definitely, from creativity back to activity. So now, TRX. I know
Yeah.
I'm going to say that a lot, but MMA, has
Yeah.
been like pretty much trained by Hamza Al-Kowaji himself,
Yeah.
right? Or even with TRX, you have like specialized trainers, and even for different stuff like cycling, all that kind of things taking place at the academy. So it's becoming a bit popular over there, right? I mean, what's taking place?
So this is the first year that sporting events are being held in Youth City.
Right.
Because in the previous years they didn't have a sports academy there. So this is big for
Wow.
the city,
I'm sure.
For the youngsters, we have about 60 participants each morning.
Wow.
We are fully booked
I
for the
can
youngsters.
imagine.
Yeah, we're fully booked for the youngsters. For the evening classes, the numbers are looking great as well,
Okay.
but we still have room for more. But
Okay.
all in all, it's amazing.
Great stuff. I can even imagine how can you keep up with all of that, but I have to see it for myself. It's like, how do you manage all of this? Like you said, the academy is just something pretty much as a newcomer, to the youth city. So it's a must.
Yeah, come explore the city. Yeah.
I will definitely explore it. Give it a go. See what's happening there. Now, back to you, Suzanne. So let's see, what's taking place over there. But at the same time, let's say that there are people who are watching the interview right now, and they say, you know what? I have an idea. Can they make it happen? What should they do, pretty much, to approach you for this?
The only thing I can say is that don't miss Youth City.
Okay.
It's the best place that you can do your idea and anything, not just the ideas. If you think that you have a power,
Okay.
Bahraini youth are all full of power, mashallah.
Right.
So the best place for them, Youth City.
Amazing.
And not only in the creative studios, in all fields that they can give their ideas.
Amazing. Amazing. So basically, just visit, right? Just
Exactly.
pass by,
You
see what's
can visit
happening.
us, you can volunteer with us. So, as I said for you, the best place for the youth in Bahrain is Youth City.
Amazing. Amazing. Simply said, right? Should be a slogan right now. The best place for youth. Awesome. Awesome. Now, going to activity again. You just mentioned a lot of sports. In every corner, every activity brings some elements, for being a great athlete. So from your perspective, what is the elements of becoming a great athlete?
I would say your skill set has to be so good, and your mindset has to be so strong. And if you want to be a great athlete, you have to have dedication, commitment.
Okay.
And if you want to be great, like top level,
Right.
yeah, you need to be relentless.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
So yeah, if you want to be great, you want to focus on other areas like good coaching, the coaching that you receive, good sleep and recovery, good nutrition. So there's a lot of room for improvement for athletes, and those who make it to the top level, they focus on each one of these areas and take it to the top.
Amazing, amazing. I'm a good walker, but pretty much, if I'm gonna visit, maybe I'm gonna get more, I would say, inspired to try different kind of sports besides just walking and all of that. Nutrition has been bad, but I think passing by right now over there can give me like a good, I would say, insight of things like TRX or MMA, But thank you so much, really. What you guys are doing is amazing. It's phenomenal. It's just out of this world. We're just hearing that all that is taking in one city, It's just taking place with different areas, and each area has a specialist. So you just spend a lot of time to make sure that everybody's not only getting the right quantity of training or quantity of practice, but the right quality along with the quantity as well. So we really appreciate everything you've been doing in the Youth City. Every member, every person that took place over there is making a phenomenal comeback after COVID and the pandemic. So as this talk is pretty much reaching to an end, Suzanne, any last words you would like to pretty much tell me and the viewers right here on Bahrain Now?
Just I want to add that I'm very happy to be part of Youth City for this year and see the Bahraini energies, and they are doing their best for this project.
Amazing, amazing. Sir?
Thank you for having us.
Definitely.
And we look forward to having you there, visiting the city, and maybe try the TRX.
Did I mention it a lot by any chance?
Yeah, you
Was
did.
that a hint?
It's an exciting program, and I would recommend it to you and for the Bahraini youth.
Definitely, definitely. Well, thank you so much again for everything you've been doing. Our sincerest gratitude is revealed to your immense effort that took place in the Youth City, and we can only imagine what can be actually taking place in the years to come. If this was happening now, I can only imagine what's going to happen next year, because you raised the bar a bit too high this year, I know it's all about connecting again, but you brought it with quality. So thank you so much for being with us right here on Bahrain Now. We can't really wait to see you again in another interview with more advancements with Youth City.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bara, to have us.
Most definitely, most definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, creativity and activity, all those took place right there at the Youth City, the Sports Academy, and Creative Studios. With that, we can pretty much say that the Youth City is pretty much taking us to the next level of the youth generation. All that took place in an interview right here on Bahrain Now. Well, this brings us to the end of today's episode. A huge thank you to all of our guests for joining us tonight. And another huge thank you to all of you watching us at home. As always, be sure to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We love hearing from you. I'm Bara Abdallah. Till next time, Bahrain, good night and God bless.